Dear students, we are going to discuss Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's I have three visions for India. First of all, we will discuss life and career of a well-known scientist and writer Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. The full name of APJ Abdul Kalam is Aul Fakir Zainulabdin Abdul Kalam. Publicly, he is known as Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He was born on October 15, 1931 in a village, Rameswaram, in the state of Tamil Nadu in India. His father was a boat owner and his mother was a housewife. The family of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was very poor. Dr. Kalam was an average student at school level. He completed higher secondary education in a village, Ramanathpur, near Rameswaram in Tamil Nadu. Later on, he went to Tiruchirappalli for seeking higher education. He completed undergraduation in Tiruchirappalli and he was keenly interested in the science discipline, especially in the subject of physics. Later on, he seek admission in Madras Institute of Technology for seeking education in the discipline of aerospace engineering. He completed his education in Madras Institute of Technology in the discipline of aerospace engineering. Dr. Kalam began his career as a scientist in the Defense Research and Development Organization, which is known as DRDO, after completion of his education in engineering. Later on, Dr. Kalam entered the Indian Space Research Organization, which is known as ISRO, as a project director of the Satellite Launch Vehicle SLV-3, designed and produced in India for the first time. Dr. Kalam played a key role in planning the program that produced a number of missiles and nuclear weapons in India. It is this phenomenal contribution of Dr. Abdul Kalam that earned him the glorious title of the Missile Man of India. His contribution in the field of science and technology is noteworthy. As a scientist and technocrat, Dr. Kalam played a leading role in the development of India's missiles and various nuclear weapons. From 1992 to 1997, Dr. Kalam was appointed as the scientific advisor to the defense minister and later on principal scientific advisor to the government of India with the rank of cabinet minister. His prominent role in the nuclear weapon test in 1998, which is known as Pokhran Nuclear Test Phase 2, was very noteworthy. He was the leader of this nuclear weapon test in the desert land of Pokhran. This role of Dr. Kalam established his identity as a national hero. His immense contribution in making India equipped with space technology and nuclear weapons resulted in his election as the President of India from 2002 to 2007. All political parties in India, including the ruling and the opposition party, unanimously elected Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam as the President of India. This is the great honor given by the Indians to a person who has contributed a lot for the scientific and technological development of India. Dr. Kalam put forth a countrywide plan called Technology Vision 2020. Simply, this mission of Dr. Kalam is known as Vision 2020, which he described as a roadmap for transforming India in various sectors such as science and technology, social, political, economic, so on and so forth. This plan of Vision 2020, popularly known as Vision 2020, included to increase in agricultural productivity, technological development, and economic growth. He is of the opinion that India will be progressed, India will be developed because there are various sectors that there is a chance for India to develop. After leaving office of president, Dr. Kalam became visiting professor at Indian Institute of Management, Shillong, Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, Indian Institute of Management, Indore, and various educational institutes. His key role in the educational sector in the form of a teacher is noteworthy. What is pertinent to note here is that Dr. Kalam has given various lectures on the scientific and technological development of India. He is of the opinion that youth of India has a potential enough to transform India into a developed nation. Hence, in 2012, Dr. Kalam has started a movement titled as What Can I Give? In this movement, he wants to connect various students in the four corners of the country with a vision to develop India in 2020. He delivered lectures in front of the students, asking him to give their 10 minutes time in order to make our country developed. So this contribution of Dr. Abdul Kalam gives a kind of motivation and inspiration to the youth of India. Hence, Dr. Kalam becomes a role model for younger generation in India. So far as Dr. Kalam's contribution to writing is concerned, he wrote his autobiographical work under the title Wings of Fire. This autobiographical work is translated into Marathi under the title Agnipankh. He also wrote a book, Ignited Minds, which is also translated into Marathi under the title Dubhangaleli Mane. So his writing also becomes popular in all over the country, and youth reads and rereads of the autobiographical work of Dr. Kalam, which motivates younger generation. Among his numerous awards were two of India's highest civilian awards. One is Padma Vibhushan and the Bharat Ratna. Both of the awards were given to Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam for his noteworthy contribution for the development of India. He has given various titles. For example, he is known as a missile man of India for his visionary mission to build a strong and developed India. He is also known as People's President in his tenure as a President of India. Dr. Kalam implemented various plans for the development of India. His contribution, especially in the aerospace, science and technology, and education, is noteworthy. The present text, titled I Have Three Visions for India, is a speech delivered by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam at Indian Institute of Technology, Hyderabad on May 25, 2011. Actually, Dr. Kalam has delivered various speeches in the four corners of the country because his main target group that he defined, that was that of youth, thinking that youth will effectively implement the plans that he has prepared. In his entire life, Dr. Kalam always thinks about the development of India in various sectors, say as agricultural, say as technological, say as economic, say as educational. He thinks that India has to become strong and strengthened nation up to 2020. So in this lecture, Dr. Kalam speaks about his vision for India and how to attain it. He firmly believes that students are the carriers and executors of his vision for India. Youth of the country have such potential to effectively implement the plans. In this lecture, Dr. Abdul Kalam puts forth his vision for India. He says that there are three important points that can be called as Kalam's vision for India. Number one, freedom. He always thinks that any country who wants to develop, there is a dire need that the country should be free from the clutches of the bondages. Hence, the first vision of Dr. Abdul Kalam is freedom. The second vision of Dr. Abdul Kalam is India's development. He wants to see India as a developed nation. And how to make India a developed nation is a big question in front of we people. Dr. Kalam has given certain programs and ideologies to make India a developed nation. And the last vision of Dr. Abdul Kalam for India is India must stand up to the world in the military as well as economic power. Today, we have seen that India is not the economic power, economic boss of the world. America is the superpower, and Dr. Abdul Kalam wants to make India superpower in 2020. That is the reason why Dr. Abdul Kalam defined the third vision for India is India must stand up to the world. These are the three important visions for India that Abdul Kalam has defined. In short, Kalam's dream of developed nation should be acquired by implementing effectively these three visions into reality. And he frankly admits that youth of India have to do this. Hence, he gives the responsibility of transforming India into a developed nation on the shoulders of youth in India. Hence, this lecture delivered by Dr. Abdul Kalam to the students of Indian Institute of Technology, Hyderabad, is a kind of motivational lecture in the next video. We will discuss this lecture in detail Thank you.